I think Imma is coming. Estefania just told me she's not coming. Belen told me this afternoon that she's not coming. So we might just be two. Although Imma didn't say anything to me. Okay, how do you feel? Yeah? How do you feel? Yeah? Do you enjoy the process?
Sí.
No.
You enjoy the process. I do. When I get going, I enjoy the process. Sometimes it feels like a chore, una tarea. Yeah, a veces me resulta como una tarea. Like if I commit to doing it every day, because I try to do this every day. 3 pages.
Really?
Yeah. I have periods in my life where I don't do it because I'm just not good. But that's the problem. If I don't do it, I'm not good. And if I'm not good, I don't do it. Like a lot of things. It's like if I'm not good, I don't exercise. But if I don't exercise, I'm not good. You know?
You think you're good. You're good writing.
Now I am, yeah. And this has been a practice over many years, on and off, on and off. So I'm trying to be honest and transparent. And when I say I do it every day, I do it every day as an ideal. Yeah? When the idea of the practice is that you do it every day. Okay? I don't know if it's called white pages or the pages, something like that. It comes from a very famous book about creativity. It's called The Artist's Way, and it's by a woman called Julia Cameron. She's very well known. Yeah, I told you. Yeah, the ex-wife of James Cameron, who is the director of Avatar. Yeah, so she's well known. The book is like probably #1 in the world of creative teaching, creative learning creativity. And this is just one practice that she offers in the book, but it's also just one practice in the entire world that you could discover that would help with your creativity. But the idea is that creativity belongs to everybody. And I was saying this to Carmen. It's like the energy source. All you have to do is plug in and take it. But if you don't plug in, you don't take it. And there are ways to plug in. And this is a way to plug in. And this is why, in theory, it should be enjoyable at certain moments. It doesn't have to be enjoyable at first. And it doesn't have to be enjoyable all the time. Because sometimes we get blocked. Or sometimes we have issues. This practice is not for creativity. It's not like, oh, I'm going to write a masterpiece when I do this, or I'm going to create something awesome. This is actually just kind of like discharge, like just accessing, connecting, listening to the self, seeing what's happened. And I just started doing it with you, just to give you an example, yeah? Now that it's my turn, I don't have much to say. My mind is quiet, calm. I appreciate that. Most of the time, my mind is so noisy and busy. I notice the sounds outside. Okay, so just to stop there, there are other times where I do this practice, and as soon as I sit down, I'm like, boom. I don't even know where to start almost. It's like blah, 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 blah. I just woke up, I was dreaming about this, I had this really weird dream and it was crazy, and I'm thinking about all the 100 things I have to do today, and I forgot to do this, and I need to do that, and I'm worried about this, and I'm worried about that, blah, blah, blah. Whereas now, when I started, I was like, Okay, so I noticed the sounds outside, the people, traffic, birds. It feels nice to focus on my surroundings because I don't necessarily do that very much. I'm doing something else. I'm in here, I'm working, I'm teaching, I'm whatever. I'm looking after children. So to listen to the sounds and notice the sounds outside is like, oh, cool. What else? So I don't know what to say necessarily there. What else? It is uncomfortable bending over like this. Yeah, because I was like this and it was uncomfortable, yeah, to write. I could have gotten a chair to write on the lower parts of the board, but it didn't seem worth it for the short while I was bent over. I am glad that I notice my own discomfort nowadays. Once upon a time, I'm pretty sure I didn't listen much to my body. Here goes with the uncomfortable bending over again. I think I am pretty present in the moment. That was literally what was flowing in my head as I did this exercise. And the thing is, when you're writing, you're also quieting your mind a little bit because you think faster than you write normally. So as I'm like writing, now that it's my turn, I don't have much to say, you're actually almost blocking the next thought because you're writing that thought. But you're also creating space for a thought to flow in. And you're working on the observation of that thought. Okay? These thoughts are not always true. They are not the whole part of you either. They're like sometimes present parts mixed up with past parts. They're small parts of you, observing you, and they're not necessarily always true. So that doesn't necessarily mean you have to believe them either. You don't even have to reread them. I don't normally reread mine. I just write. Me reading it out loud to you is not something I normally do. I don't do it to myself. I don't normally share it with anyone either. I just have them in a book, and when I finish the book, I just put the book away. I keep them, but I don't normally reread them. It's just a practice. Okay? What was I?
Was bent over.
Bent over is agachada. Yeah, so here I was saying like it feels uncomfortable bending over. Yeah, se siente incómodo agacharme así, and to be bent over is the adjective. I was bent over. Estaba agachada. Bruno está con ganas de seguir.
Sí, es que tenía que escribir una cosa.
Okay, so today, I don't know, now I'm thinking maybe Inma is not coming, but so we're going to start. Today is the day that you start to deliver. I think that it's probably a less scary word than perform your scripts. Okay, I'm going to put them on the thing, but not for you. Okay, so I have Bruno there. Bruno, you're going to go first, okay?
Vale, un momento. Creo que lo digo.
Yeah, no, but what I want you to do is I want you to stand here, okay? You're not allowed to look at this unless you forget and you're completely blank, okay?
Voy a ver un momento, voy a hacer una cosa.
Okay. While you're doing that, I also want you, both of you, to think about the space that you occupy and your posture, how you're standing in the space, the volume of your voice, the timbre of your voice. I'm currently trying to work on making my voice a little bit higher. I have become aware that I talk like this a lot. This is my default voice because it's utilitarian, because I'm teaching, because I get tired. This is not a good place for my voice to be. This is a better place for my voice to be. And it's more natural and it suits me better. But I have to concentrate on lightening it in terms of texture and lightening it in terms of tonality, because that's something I'm deliberately working on. But I want you to think about that too. I want you to listen to the tone of your voice. I want you to think about the speed of your voice and the way you're delivering it. I want you to do as well, we've done this I think in my classes before, I'm going to close the door. before you come there, I want you to stand here, okay? I want you to think about the alignment of your body. Stay there for a minute, okay? I'm going to just demonstrate, yeah? I want you to think about the fact that your head in alignment is not down or up, okay? It's in alignment, yeah? It's not twisted to one side or the other side, okay? The center of your body is here, okay? But it's about 3 fingers in from the belly button, yeah? So it's around the belly button. It's about 3 fingers above the belly button and 3 fingers back, okay? The center of your foot, okay, it's like, think about where the center of your foot is, okay? Your feet are shoulder width apart, okay? You're relaxed, okay? You're not like this, or like this, or like this, or like this, okay? You find your center. You can actually move forward slightly to become off center. You can lean backwards slightly to go off your center, and then you come back to the center. And then I want you to walk consciously and in an aligned way to your place. Now, when we walk, normally the opposing arm, the opposite arm to the corresponding leg moves, yeah? Like this. I'm doing it in a very unnatural way, okay? But if I was to do it like this, it would be even more unnatural, okay? No one walks like that, okay? You don't have to concentrate on all these things. I just want you to think about them. Your knees should be relaxed, obviously not bent, because that would be weird, yeah? But not locked either, yeah? There should be some flexibility, yeah? If I bend one of my knees, my hip goes out slightly. That's normal, that's natural. If I straighten up, I get the straight things. But if I bend this knee, this hip goes out slightly. So it's actually normal that when you walk, there is a bit of a hip movement. Even a boy, okay? We're not talking about supermodel walking. I don't know how to do that either. But we're talking about walking consciousness, okay? So there's alignment, not overcompensating, like, look how confident I am, but not looking at the ground. Not looking at the ground in shame, trying to be small. No, yeah? Alignment, relaxed, so that your body feels healthy, your body feels safe, okay? You put one foot in front of the other in a relaxed way. You focus on a point and you allow yourself to be seen, but to also walk in a way that is relaxed and comfortable. And then you find your space in the room, okay? Whatever, you do it. I don't care. I'm not going to judge you. Just go. Take some deep breaths. Yeah. When you breathe, okay, you should be breathing here, and there should be at least a millisecond where you push that breath down. You like hold it. Just a second, yeah? It's just the consciousness of, I have the breath. And then you can start letting the breath out, because the breath is what helps you to vocalize and helps you stay relaxed. And then you breathe again, because if you make sure you keep breathing and focusing on your breath, you don't get stressed. You don't have this shallow breathing that's up here. Yeah? When you breathe, hold it, use it, you're telling your body that you're fine and that you're safe. Okay? So breathe. Take a couple of deep breaths if you want, or 3, or whatever. You take your time, you do what you want, you be ready. Okay?
Yo estoy listo. Lo que pasa es que estoy... Espera un momento.
Okay. Wait, I'm gonna just make this a bit bigger because I want to see. Maybe I can't. No, that's fine.
Antes cuando la giraba se veía más grande.
Yeah, but that means I have to get up. Actually, no, I could actually get up and like just hold it. Yeah, like this is better because then I can hold it. Okay, so Bruno, when you're ready, okay? Putting your hands behind your back like that.
Estoy pensando.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just making you aware of it, okay? But it could be a defense mechanism. It could be like I'm uncomfortable. I don't really know what to do with myself. Having your hands just by your side doesn't have to be awkward. But gestures, allow your gestures to come through freely too. Okay? Tilt your head, straighten your head.
Ahí mejor.
Yeah. Relax the knees.
Espérate, me recapitular tú.
Okay.
Vale.
Stop. Give yourself a second. Okay? You are already speaking almost like the entire way. Okay? Go and do it again. Okay? Just concentrate on the walk first. Okay? And trust that you're going to remember what you need to say. Trust that you're going to remember what you need to say. So breathe, concentrate on your walking, focus on a point like that is at your eye level, okay? And if you want to break that gaze, just take a little look at one of us and then go back to it. And then take a little look at us and then go back to it, okay?
Vale.
Okay, stop. No. Now, tú ves bien con esas gafas, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Okay. Entonces, no hay necesidad de hacer esto.
Sí, no.
Okay?
Sí, veo peor.
Relaja la mirada. Porque estás haciendo esto un pelín, que en inglés se llama squinting, que es cerrar los ojos un poco, y es del agobio, del miedo, de la tensión.
No es porque hay veces que no veo del todo.
Okay.
Pero sí.
No necesitas ver nada, okay? Solamente no tropezarte, okay? Go again.
Sí, no relaja.
Bruno, relájate para que no te vuelvan a meter aquí.
Okay.
Hey man, how's it going? Pretty well. I've seen loads of new places. Me too. I found a castle in the south. We should make it our shelter. Yes, but we should get something to eat first. And we need iron for swords and armors. We have less
Armor.
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 Armor. Say the whole sentence again.
Vale, desde el principio.
No, just
Ah,
that
vale.
sentence.
And we need iron for swords and armors.
Armor.
Armors.
Armor.
Armor.
No hay S al final. Y el sonido al final es muy abierta. Armor. Armor.
Armor.
Like father, mother. Armor.
Armor. Sí.
Armor.
Vale, voy a decir de nuevo.
Yeah.
And we need iron for swords and armor. We have less than 20 kilos. Yes, our teammates' army is coming too. We need to get resources as fast as we can. I got food for 3 days. Okay, I'll explore a little bit more to get those. Great. I'll just stay in the castle to make sure nobody comes. Should we go to the village first? No, there aren't any village nearby.
There aren't any villages.
Villages. There aren't any villages nearby. And monsters could kill us. So I better stay here? Yeah, stay there. I'll be there in 15 minutes. Take care of our farm animals. Okay, I wait here. Be careful.
Perfect. Amazing. Amazing.
No sabía si era I'll wait or I'll wait here.
You did it word for word perfect. Okay? Yeah, word for word perfect, which means now you're going to sit down, but you're going to do it again after Carmen, and next time you do it, you are not going to squint. Okay?
Voy a estar así.
You have to
modo
try.
robot.
No, modo robot ni mucho menos. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. But I want you to relax your squint because you're revealing all your tension in your eyes to me more than anywhere else. There's tension in other places too, but in your eyes especially. And not just that, is with the eyes, you're constantly like looking to me to see if you're doing it okay. With the eyes, you're telling me, I'm really unsure, I don't know, maybe it's going to come out wrong.
Sí, no lo sabía.
But none of it came out wrong, it was amazing. So that means the next time you do it, you have to actually feel it. You do also this thing where you look to the ceiling a lot, like you're trying to remember, like you're thinking, like everyone does, no? Oh, I'm trying to remember.
He does that with the eyes when he's thinking.
Exactly, exactly. Which is normal, but it takes you a little bit away from us. Next time I want you to imagine that you're talking to us and not this imaginary person, okay? If necessary, I will do the other dialogue, okay? If you want, I do the other dialogue, and so then you can be talking to me. So that you're present in the moment, it's real, okay? And I feel it, not like you're just reading a monologue.
Vale.
Because that is robotic.
A lo mejor eso se me hace más difícil porque yo tengo la frase ya puesta, tengo que hacer esto, eso es.
Okay,
Pero bueno.
but that's fine. That was awesome. Okay, well done. Okay, Carmen, your turn.
But then you do the other dialogue.
Okay, no problem.
I just can't remember the first part.
Hey Manoli, it's nice to see you again. How's it going? I want us to stand like, yeah, you a little bit back. You have to find
Yeah?
yourself in my camera, yeah?
Okay.
There.
I can.
Stop. Go back. I want to put myself in the camera. Okay. Yeah. Find your alignment. No. Just stay there a minute. Just feel that place. Bring your shoulder, like roll your shoulders forward a little bit. Roll your shoulders forward. Forward. Yeah. Forward. Okay. Yeah. You can actually curve your back. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So now you've got your back there. Now bring your back up. Yeah. Now stretch the shoulders back. You stretch your shoulders back. Okay. Now find the center point. Okay. Okay. The head to the center. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Relax your knees a little bit. Okay. Breathe. Okay. Come.
Hello, Manoli.
Wait. You have to wait until you get here. I know we're going to be quite close together because I want us to both be on the video. I'm going to stand here, okay? So go back again. And wait until you get to your place. Take your place. Yeah, come.
Hello, Manoli.
Not so close.
How it is going?
Go back a little bit. I know that because we got the camera, it's like an extra thing to think about. But if you're so close, it feels weird as well. Okay, take your hands out of your pocket. Go back. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Imagine that I'm actually really here and you actually really have to talk to me, okay? So, wait a sec. Where's your place in the camera? Your place in the camera is like here, okay? It's like we're in line with Bruno, okay? So don't come too far forward. And there's no rush, okay? Just stare and then we'll start.
You feel the pressure.
You feel pressure? Good. I want you to feel pressure. I want you to feel pressure, but I want you to find your way to relax in that pressure. Okay, you have to do it again. I know you're like looking for the place on the floor to stand, but you can't be looking at the floor. Okay?
Okay. But I don't want to look to the idea.
You can look over there.
I want to
You can look over there.
Yo he
Yeah?
visto la guitarra.
Yeah. Choose a point that is in line with your eyes. Okay?
Hello, Manoli. It's
Okay.
nice to see
Would you actually say hello?
Hello.
Would you say hello?
Hello.
Do you know Manoli? You've met her before, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Try hey. Hey.
Hey, Manoli.
Hey Manoli. How's it going? Yeah?
Nice to see you again.
Yeah. Okay, so this is your place. You're in your place now.
Where's my place?
Take your hands out of your pocket. Okay? Breathe. Take a minute. And now imagine that I've just appeared. Go.
Hey, Manoli. It's nice to see you again. How it is going?
Okay. No. It's not natural. It's not natural.
Yeah, because
I know.
that is
I know.
not natural for
I
me.
know. Like, hey, Carmen, how's it going?
Good. I can't remember nothing about the context of that.
Okay.
Es que no me acuerdo ya. Yo tengo súper mala memoria.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. So just say the first line again.
Hey, Manoli. It's nice to see you again. How it is going? How is it going?
How's it going?
How is it going?
No, how's.
House.
House.
Hay que ser listo.
Yeah.
Listo de mí, no.
Claro, it's how is, how's
How's
it
it?
going?
How is it?
How's
it going?
How's it going? You can
How's
puedes
it going?
hilar, yeah.
Vale.
How's it going?
How's it
And there
going?
you can allow some gestures, yeah? I talked about alignment, but for me it's very natural to do that. No? How's it going? You know? There's something in my gesture that it's like me trying to be sweet or caring or something, no? Like, hey, how's it going? You know? Like, but in my tone, I'm putting something that for me, it makes it not feel unnatural. Because this is a script, no? I wouldn't actually say hello because hello seems too like uncomfortable. Do you know what I mean?
Formal.
Yeah, exactly. I say hi.
Imagínate que te acercas
Yeah.
a un amigo de toda la vida. Hello.
Hello. I mean, if you're making it funny, then yeah, like hello. Like with Kael, often I say hello. No, it's like hello, baby. You know.
Pero un hello así. Hello.
Hello, Gorgie. I say to him, no, but otherwise it sounds really formal.
It's better hi.
Yeah, like hey, and there's for me it's like I'm like tasting the words and I'm feeling the words. Hey, how's it going? You know, like I'm actually delivering them to you. No, hey, Manoli. You know, normally you don't even say the name of someone, like if you're really familiar with them. But it's true that if here you want to show that you are saying the name, that you remember the name. It's
Yeah,
like,
I
you know,
usually don't say the name because
you
never
don't remember exactly.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
says, hi, pretty.
Yeah, in English we don't say hi, pretty. We would be like, we don't say that.
What would you say?
Hola, guapa. No.
Eso es lo típico.
You might say like, hey, gorgeous. Yeah, hey, gorgeous. Hey, beautiful. Yeah, but you have to be quite familiar with someone to say that. Yeah, to use one of those, you have to be quite familiar. Or chula. You know, like, muy chula. If you're like super confident and super chula, you can be like, hey, beautiful. You know, like, you can. Hey, beautiful. How's it going? Hey, gorgeous. Yeah, you can. And maybe that's good for you. Maybe we need to go there. Maybe we need to exaggerate so that you can come back down to the middle place. Hey, gorgeous, how's it going?
I think in
And also maybe try to speak a little bit faster as well. I know I'm talking about speaking slowly and calmly, but for this, because it's like a saludo, no, it's like almost you need urgency, and it's like, hey gorgeous, how's it going? You know, like, it's nice to see you again. Also that it's nice to see you again, maybe that's too much, like first, because you've got, hey Manoli, hello Manoli, it is nice to see you again, how's it going? Maybe that's too much, yeah. Maybe you need the how's it going and not how is it going, because you need to get it in there quickly. For saludos, it's almost like you have to get it in there quickly, don't you? You have to be like, how's it going? You know? And maybe you could put the name on after. Maybe you don't even need to say hi. Maybe you can just say, how's it going, Manoli? You know?
Yeah.
You don't need the hi. Because the more you have in there, the more like unnatural and uncomfortable it seems. And it seems like you're jumping through hoops. No? You could say, it's nice to see you. Or you could say, it's nice to see you at the end of the conversation. No? Yeah?
And I think I said something like it's nice to see you, but not the same.
Okay.
At the final.
At the end.
At the end.
Okay, so try, how's it going, Manoli? You can stay there. Take your hands out of your pocket. You have to find a posture. I'm cheating because I've got this, okay? But like, if we're just talking to each other and we're like standing.
I always cut my hands. I don't know if it's something about shy or something.
Okay, if it's like this, it does look a bit shy. But you can still use your hands in a way that looks confident. Yeah? You could put your hands on your body. You could do something like this. You could lean to one side, but in a much more like secure way. So we should look at that. Yeah, okay. If we have but you can't always rely on the fact that you have a glass, okay? This is why a lot of people drink, because drinking is amazing social lubricant, plus it's something to do with your hands. It's also the reason why a lot of people smoke, once upon a time, especially when you could smoke inside, because it was like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm safe. I'm like totally cool with myself. You know, you have something, yeah? You might have a handbag. Will you have a handbag?
Yes.
In this particular event, will you have a handbag? Grab your handbag. Because it's true that often we don't find ourselves with no props. Another thing as well is to find something to lean on. Yeah, so if you're next to the wall, if she's next to the wall, if you're next to the wall, you know, you can be like, hey, how's it going? You know, if she comes to you, maybe you're already there. It's like when we walk into a social setting, we do actually, I think, instinctively find postures and places to feel comfortable. So maybe we get a chair. I don't know how this particular like event is set up. Are you all standing around in a big empty space?
Yeah, normally we have a time stand up and then we just sit for dinner or have lunch or something. But is usually stay stand up.
Okay, and are there like tables?
Yeah, some tables.
Are they high tables?
Are high tables and sometimes they're just
nothing. Just
a
big open space. A bar. Yeah, I was actually, when I started to study the context more, I realized that this is, because it's a young researchers conference, the idea is that it's social, no? It's actually a chance for you to be social and drink alcohol, no?
Yeah, that's a thing that the association that I am in Spain,
part of,
is starting to make a little conference for young people to introduce them in the way to the huge conference, international.
So it's for you guys to get to meet each other.
Yeah.
And
it has been for 2 years in Toledo.
Okay. So that this is like, it's a perfect case study for this work, because the way you walk, the way you move into the room, and the way you walk around the room from person to person, it's important, no? And so, yeah, you could have your handbag. I'm going to get my handbag. Like sometimes just the way you wear your handbag or you hold your handbag changes everything, you know? If I like, I'm not going to hold this particular handbag, I'm not going to just hold it like that because of the strap. So if I do, I'm going to hold it like that because it's...
But you usually hold like that?
It's comfortable. Not necessarily, and it might totally depend on what I'm doing, how I want to feel, and everything. It's calculated, yeah? So yeah, I might hold it like that, maybe because I'm getting a drink or something like that, or I might hold it like this, yeah? And then it's kind of tucked into my body, and it's almost protective, no? It actually gives me a reason to actually sort of hold myself like that and feel comfortable and feel safe. But at the same time, there's an elegance to it as well, because this is like a boxy bag, no? There's a massive difference between your bag and my bag. It's not a judgment. Yours is super relaxed, super young, super hippie, it like says a lot about you, no? But what we wear says a lot about us, always. And in these social situations, what you wear, I'm sure that you think carefully about what you wear, no?
Yes.
What do you wear?
Usually, I don't know how to say, un traje de chaqueta.
Like a smart jacket, like a suits jacket.
Yeah, suit jacket.
Como una americana.
Yeah.
A suit jacket and trousers.
Yeah.
And what kind of bag? Not that bag.
No, not that bag.
Yeah, because that bag right now does nothing for you, no? In terms of, yeah, it does nothing for you in terms of professionality or style, no? And I imagine that here, if you wear a suit jacket, you want to have some level of professionality, no?
Yeah.
And some level of elegance.
Yes.
Yeah, so then the bag, this bag, for example, it also has the option for me to wear it like this, which in a way is a little bit more relaxed.
Yeah, I usually wear it like this.
Yeah. If I'm walking, like, I might wear it like this, no? It has to hang in a certain place on my body, because if it's a little like there, it's not quite right, or if it's there, it's not quite right. But if it affects the way I walk so that I don't feel comfortable, I might do both. I might have it there for when I want to be able to drop it and move it, but I might also pick it up because it's getting in my way. Yeah, these things that we think about in terms of like comfort, maybe you don't think about it so much because you're a boy, but I don't believe for a second that you don't think about your appearance, you don't think about how your clothes hang, you don't think about your comfort, and you don't think about how it's perceived to the rest of the world. I believe that you do. Yeah, you do. Everyone does. But thinking about a prop like this is almost your comfort zone for when you don't necessarily know what to do with yourself. You don't necessarily know how to stand. It's an open space, and you're like, got my bag and I've got my posture that I've chosen. Yeah, and maybe I'm sucking in my tummy a little bit. Not because I need this to be like abdomen city, but because if you have your core and like your vaginal area, your genital area, your anal area, if you have a certain level of tension there, plus the center, it's your support. It's your pillar. It's like a chair. It's what holds you. Imagining that your feet are rooted into the ground changes everything. Okay, this can be a bit more fluid then if you've got a good like tension here and your feet are rooted to the ground. So, you can stand with your legs like slightly apart, and then here's a posture that's very kind of like, I'm grounded, so when I walk up to you, I'm like, hey, and I decide that I'm going to stand like that, I've got my bag like that. Hey, how's it going? And I might move slightly, but I'm not like rigid, no? And then naturally, if we're in tune with our body, we might realize that it's a bit uncomfortable like that. And, maybe I cross my legs. Or maybe I lean to one side.
Yeah.
Yeah? And maybe I do it like that, or maybe I do it in still like a comfortable, structured way that is commanding. Commanding is que comande, presencia. Yeah, like poderío. We should all have it. We all want it, no? Even introverted people. You know, you don't, like, an introverted person doesn't necessarily want to be seen as a bag of fear or a bag of discomfort. They might not particularly choose to be super social or to be super loud or to be, you know, the center of attention. But if an introverted person has a social life or a professional presence, they don't want to be seen as weak and what's the word, inferior or submissive necessarily. You have people who are bosses who are introverted. So you can be introverted and still have poderío. Yeah? And your gestures and your posture are like everything.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so go back. Have your handbag. I'm going to have my handbag too, and I'm going to be here. You can pretend that we have a table if you want. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to let you read it first of all, okay? Try and be as natural as possible, so it looks like you're not reading it.
No, it's
What happened there? What happened? I didn't notice that actually. I thought it was more natural.
Hi Manoli. How is... No sé decir eso.
Okay, that is what we have to work on, okay?
Going?
How's it going?
How is it going?
No, how's. You're trying to put the is there. How's it going? Enlazarlo directamente al it. How's it?
How's it?
How's it?
How's it?
No, ella
Es como
sigue...
es como decir how, pero como si fuera una serpiente. House.
Claro, es como house, pero
House
la
it.
palabra house, de casa, pero este suena como z, house. How's it?
How's it?
Yeah, vamos a ponerlo todo junto. How's it? Con el Z. How's it?
Puedes decirlo más rápido, es más fácil. How's it going?
Yeah, how's it going?
How's it going?
How's it going? Okay, how's it going? We just found a tone of voice as well that seemed more in control.
How's it going?
How's it going?
How's it going?
It doesn't matter. If we spend the whole class on just this one sentence, it's an achievement, okay? How's it going?
Hi Manoli, how's it going?
How's it going?
How's it going?
Okay. Project your speech like forward to me. How's it going?
How's it going?
How's it going?
Did you arrive yesterday?
Yeah, I did. Or no, I didn't. I can't remember. No, I just arrived. Doesn't matter. Yeah? No, I just arrived.
So tell me, what are you working on at the moment?
Okay, now breathe. Breathe. Okay, do you see how you just breathed here? Yeah, your whole, exactly. Your whole, everything here just lifted. Breathe here. Like actually feel your belly come out. And hold it there for a millisecond. Yeah, so like, hold it for a millisecond. And then you're using that breath to talk. Yeah? What's the sentence? So tell me.
So tell me, what are you working on at the moment?
Just get rid of so tell me. What are you working on at the moment?
What are you working on at the moment?
Yeah? What are you working on at the moment?
What are you working on at the moment?
Yeah. Now, concentrate on the rhythm of the sentence. What are you working on at the moment?
What are you working on at the moment?
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to breathe. Hold it for a second. What are you working on at the moment? And actually imagine that you're using your breath to say that. What are you working on at the moment?
What are you working on at the moment?
Yeah, you're still very like.
Ahora me resulta
caught up
raro
here.
porque ahora no diría esa frase, me suena mal.
Why?
No sé, me suena como muy forzado.
What are you working on at the moment? So tell me sounds forzada. So tell me is like, so tell me. Like, unless it's natural, no? Just go direct, no fluff, no adorno, okay? But I'm more concerned with your breathing right now.
What are you working on at the moment?
You are literally holding your breath when you speak. Did you notice?
No, I
You're like,
try to.
What are you working on at the moment?
I don't know to breathe out talking.
Okay. You do it naturally, yeah? Got it. What are you working on at the moment? Saborea tus palabras. What are you working on at the moment? Breathe. Hold.
What are you working on at the moment?
I am working with bears. I am working with bears.
Are you?
I'm working with bears. We are trying to improve their reproduction in captivity.
That sounds really interesting. How did you? Even falsa.
Your tone is false. Your tone is coming out false. Your tone is coming out performed. Yeah? But
I would
it's
say really.
okay.
That
Yeah,
sounds-
exactly. So why that's really interesting. No.
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
If you were writing a text message, you might say, "Ah, qué interesante." Like, how interesting. How interesting would be better than that's really interesting. How interesting. Yeah? How interesting. Yeah?
How did you get into that?
We have I don't know if you say agreement or relationship. With the change.
En fin, es como un acuerdo, relationship, I think, o como una
Relationship,
cercano, ¿no?
no.
I don't mean relationship as in a romantic one or a friendship, but normally when there's a kind of like
Una relación amorosa con
no, it's a business relationship.
Sí, o sea, yo creo que si por ejemplo sería algo como con mi jefa dentro del mismo departamento o algo, se diría relationship. Pero un acuerdo con
otra
institución,
entidad. Yeah.
diría como un acuerdo, como más serio, ¿no?
Yeah, I know, but I'm thinking, what exactly is the acuerdo? How is it formed? ¿Cómo es el acuerdo? Because if it's like, claro, yeah, exactly. Like it's
Pero
one.
estos acuerdos suelen ser que tienes que hacer una petición y todo burocrático y tienes que haber firmado papeles para que aparezca que ambas instituciones están trabajando together.
Yeah, which I think in English we're more likely to use the word relationship. Like we have a relationship or a working relationship with the Cabárceno Park in Cantabria.
Did you say?
Cabárceno. I had a look when you wrote it there because I was like, what the fuck is a Cabárceno? And so I looked it up online.
I live in Spain, but my cuñada,
My sister-in-law.
my sister-in-law, stayed 2 weeks ago, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's like a zoo, but
A zoo. Zoo.
A zoo, but in Liberty. Did you know Cabárceno? Do you know Cabárceno?
Sí, creo que sí, me suena.
It's a national park, no?
Sí.
Yeah.
Ah, sí,
And you can go with your own car, and
Sí, sí,
the animals are like the zebra is go into your car.
Ah, it's almost like a safari.
Yeah, and you can feed
Almost
the,
like a safari.
yes, something like that. That the lions
Yeah.
and the birds are in a place
They are enclosed.
not enclosed.
No?
But you can go into a teleférico.
You can
see
go
it.
in a tram.
But
like
they are
no, it's not a
free.
tram. I don't know what it's called. Telesférico. I don't know how you say that in English. A pod. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's carry on. And I want to go back to my serious voice, but I'm not going to go back to my serious voice. I'm going to lighten the tone. So, cool. You can also say something like that. Instead of Like, that sounds really interesting. Cool, great, amazing. How did you get into that? Okay, so now you know, hello Goji. Yeah, look, to him I say that. Hello Goji. I always say, hello Goji. Goji is short for gorgeous, because he's gorgeous. Hello Goji. Es Carmen. And Bruno.
Se ha cortado. Como ya estamos de pie,
Okay, just say your one line and then you can go. Okay? You know that I work with horses and
you know
blah,
that
blah.
I work with horses and they weigh 500 kilos, but working with bears, that would scare me.
Okay. That was natural. That was the most natural thing you've said. In the most natural way.
Yeah, because that
It feels personal to you.
These sentences really said to me, but not the other ones maybe.
They're really like your expression. They feel like your expression. Yeah. Okay. So maybe you want to have a look at that this week. Yeah. Maybe you want to have a look at how you would actually talk to someone. Stand in front of the mirror and imagine it and observe yourself. You know, like I just noticed that when I say hello to him, I always say hello Gorgie, but it's very rare that I say hello. I don't know, maybe to some of my students I do, hello, hello, but I say it in that kind of like teachery way, no?
Yeah,
hello.
I say hello because I'm writing, because when I have to say something,
It'll be more like, hey, hi, yeah, hiya, hiya, yeah. That's what we have to tap into.
Say hello, but
yeah, we have to tap more into that, like, and how you would naturally relate to someone in Spanish as well. Okay. You guys got like the body posture thing, the walking thing, the alignment thing, all of that. You can begin to create a new script as your homework. You can try to create a new script, so a different context, ¿ya? Otro guión nuevo, para otro contexto, esta vez uno que es exclusivamente oral en persona, porque eso del videojuego es un poco escrito. ¿Ok? Vas a seguir con este, pero vas a trabajar uno nuevo, ¿ok?
Y yo voy a practicarlo hablando, a ver si se me ocurren otras cosas que no sé.
Sí, pero si no, quedamos con esto y lo entregamos de una forma natural, ¿ok? Vale. Pero tienes que aprenderlo de memoria.
Eso se me da
de una cosa totalmente diferente.
Yes. And if you're not